Okay, looks like we have everybody connected. Don't see the jail. I mean, they're connected, but oh, there we go. Okay. All right, Miss Brister, we're gonna need you guys to unmute on your end there. There we go. Miss Brister, are you able to hear me okay?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay. All right, we'll go on the record. This is People versus Brandy Brister, file number 255018. The record should reflect that Ms. Brister is present today by video from Kalkaska County Jail. If I could have counsel put your appearances on.
Ryan Ziegler on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Thomas Seeger, appearing as the arraignment attorney. However, Your Honor, Ms. Brister's attorney on the underlying probation violation allegation. And I was going to assign myself to her file.
Okay. All right. And Ms. Wagner is also present from probation. So Ms. Brister, you're before the court today for arraignment on 2 alleged probation violations. Do you understand why you're before the court?
Excuse me, yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to go through a few things with you with regard to your rights. First of all, you have the right to have a hearing as to whether or not you violated your probation. You have the right to have a lawyer. As Mr. Seeger indicated, it sounds like you've already been screened and approved for court-appointed counsel, and he'll be appointed for you. If you are found guilty of the non-technical probation violation, it could subject you to the maximum possible penalty on your underlying charge, which is possession of a narcotic, and that's 4 years. Do you understand all those things that I've stated?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Seeger, have you had a chance to speak with Ms. Brister as to how she wants to plead today?
Yes, Your Honor, she would plead not guilty. Additionally, Your Honor, she would just ask for the matter to be adjourned until such time that the underlying allegation is resolved, which she was just arraigned in district court, so I've not received the discovery yet.
Okay, so the court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Brister. The court will note for the record that the 14-day hearing requirement is being waived. The court will adjourn the probation violation hearing on this case out for 90 days. At that point, I would suspect that the underlying case will be resolved or up in circuit court. But either way, that'll give this time for the underlying charges to be processed. In terms of bond pending that hearing, Ms. Wagner and Mr. Ziegler, on behalf of the people, do you have any recommendations?
Just briefly, Your Honor, she was only on probation for 2 months when this offense happened, committing the same crime that she's on probation for. She's been charged criminally. She is a habitual offender. She is gainfully employed, however. She does report as instructed. The bond was set yesterday in district court for $50,000 cash surety. I've just asked for that same bond to be set for the probation violation matter.
All right, Mr. Seeger.
Your Honor, I would just ask the court to consider maybe like a $5,000 10% bond with the knowledge that the current allegation is related to a matter that is currently pending in district court, for which the court set a $50,000 cash bond, but at least alluded to, albeit maybe didn't specifically state, that the reason why the bond was so high was related to the outstanding probation violation, or what the circuit court might do, for which my response was that the circuit court can take whatever action it is that it thinks is necessary, but we don't need to contemplate it. In any event, Your Honor, I don't know as if she's going to be able to post the $50,000 cash bond, but my larger concern is just ensuring that she receives credit. So ordinarily, I probably would have asked for a PR bond. There's no allegation that she's dealing it. It's alleged that she was possessing it. Albeit I do understand that if she's found guilty, clearly that would be contrary to her probation orders. I would just ask the court to consider a $5,000 10% bond, an amount that she might be able to post, assuming arguendo that she's able to post a $50,000 cash bond.
Ms. Wagner, just a question. It looks like the underlying charges arose back in June. Is that correct?
Yes, the offense date, June 26th of 2025.
Okay, so at that point, she had been on probation for 2 months?
Correct. She was sentenced on, oh,
Oh, that's fine. I don't need to know the exact date. So my question is, so she's remained on probation since June?
yeah,
Since
yeah,
this-
she was sentenced on April 8th.
Okay, so what has gone on in terms of compliance with probation since June?
She did relapse. She did enter herself into a 1 week residential treatment program that she just completed not that long ago. She's supposed to be engaged in outpatient treatment to follow up with that. I haven't gotten any verification of that yet. She's living back in the community and she just resumed her job at the Shell gas station here in town.
Okay, has she been reporting since June?
She has.
Okay. All right, so I guess my position is, had this been something more recent, I think that would change my consideration in terms of bond. The fact that this occurred back in June, it sounds like she's been largely complying with probation since that time and, making some efforts towards addressing her substance abuse problem. The court notes that the underlying charge is a possession of methamphetamine charge. So I think all of those things taken together, and in particular, the amount of time that's passed without any additional issues or arrests, I think the $5,000 10% is adequate. So the court will set bond at $5,000, 10%, cash or surety. And then we'll proceed. The court will send notice of that hearing date in about 90 days. Ms. Wagner, Mr. Ziegler, anything further we need to address for the record today?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor, I just meant to tell the court, I just became aware of this offense the other day when she was arrested, or else I would have took care of this matter sooner. So it just came to my attention.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just bringing up the time differences, that for the reasons I stated, but I'm not inferring anything negative because of the time change or the amount of time that it's taken. Mr. Seeger, anything further from your standpoint?
No, sir.
Ms. Brister, do you have any questions about how we're going to proceed with this part of your case?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That's all for this hearing today. All parties are free to disconnect at this time.
Thank you.
Okay.